Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to talk about here with regards to OneNote is if you hear any videos or any mention anywhere else throughout the course that you need to upload a folder and send it in an email or anything like that, no, you're going to send it all through OneNote. Okay, just ignore them. They're old places, references, then you tell me where they are so I can get rid of them. Okay, so now, OneNote. The very first thing we're going to do, everybody has to do this. Whether or not you already own OneNote, you're great at OneNote, you have to do this step. Either open a new browser or in the same one. So we're going to type in office365.com. Okay, so even if you have an office365.com account, whatever, I don't care. Everybody do this. Okay, so we're going to go here. Now, we're here at Office 365. Now, what we're going to do is if you are logged in, whoops, make sure we sign out. I don't want anybody signed in, signed out, whatever. Make sure you're okay. So now we have a little sign in screen here. Okay, now go ahead and type in your MEID at maricopa.edu. Now, when you go ahead, now that's my MEID. Don't do that one. Do yours. Now, when you click on password, you're going to see it's going to redirect you to a new site. Now, it already knows me, but there you go. Okay, so you should get something that looks like this. The Maricopa Community Colleges with your MEID at Maricopa already filled in. So now you type in your regular password for your MEID, and it will log you in, and you now have an account with Maricopa. It's free. You have access to Office 365 for free, all the entire suite. You get, I believe, a terabyte of cloud storage. Nonetheless, so if you don't have Office right here, you can install Office 2016, and you get 5 licenses. So you can install this on 5 different computers, whether it be a desktop, laptop, tablet, Android phone, iOS phone, doesn't matter. You can install it, and it's free. It's part of being a Maricopa student. Okay, so now that you've done that, you don't have to install it, okay, but you just have to get to this login page for everything to work. Once you've done this, everything will work. So now, we can close this window. I'll go back to where our main page is. So now, you will see, if we scroll down here to the syllabus, written homework solutions, etc., in here there is a OneNote Classroom Notebook link. We're going to go ahead and click on this link. Now, what's going to happen here is because you have already created your Office 365 account, when you click this, it should just open up with a link to our classroom. You'll notice I am already logged in. If you just did this through Office 365, you should be logged in as well. If not, you can click there and log in. Okay. Now, if you've never used OneNote before, I highly recommend click this link, watch the 2-minute video so you kind of understand what's going on. OneNote is one of the most powerful pieces of the Office suite that nobody knows about. We're going to use it at an amazingly limited function this semester, but let me just show you what I want you to be doing in it right now. The little tab here, when you click on it, you'll notice there's a lot of different options. Here we go, I'll widen that out. So you'll notice here there's the welcome, there's all sorts of stuff in the welcome. There's a collaboration space, which we will not be using in this course. In fact, I might even turn that off for some of my courses. There's a content library, which again, you don't need to really worry about. You won't see the teacher only. That's just for me because I'm the teacher. But what you will care about, you'll see here. You will not see an entire list of names. You'll just see one name because it'll be yours, where I can see everybody's. So these are personal. Think of them as notebooks. These are personal notebooks where you and I can discuss, but nobody else can see. So I'm going to go here. I created a notebook for my wife, so I can mess around in here and it won't mess anybody up. Now, in each of your notebooks, you'll notice there's 3 sections: class notes, homework, and tests. So during the class, you're going to be expected to upload class notes. You're going to be expected to upload work from tests, and your homework will be uploaded only when you have questions. So if you need help with a problem, you're going to go here. So each one of these, think of them as separate little notebooks. So in the class notebooks, I can include pages, and then in here is my page. So what I'm going to do here, for example, let me say I have a homework question. So I'm going to click in my homework book. Now I'm going to say this is section 5.4 problem 2. All right. Now here's what you're going to do. We're going to insert a picture of your work. So you need a way to get a picture of work that you've been working on that you need help on. You need a way to get it into your computer. So that either can be via a camera phone, it could be via a digital camera, you could scan it and have it like a PDF. You can do all sorts of different things. Okay. But you just have to have a way to kind of get it digital. So once you have it, now notice wherever the cursor is, that's where it's going to insert the picture. So if you're inserting multiple pictures, please do them vertically. So have one here, then one below it, one below it. Do not have them kind of scattered throughout the page. So here's how we're going to do it. You click the cursor. Now I'm going to go up here where it says insert. And here's where your choices to insert things. Please insert pictures. Okay, so now I'm going to choose from a file. And you'll see, because I'm on a computer, it brought up this system. If I was on an iPad doing the exact same thing on an iPad, it would bring up the camera roll, or an Android phone, or an Android anything, or an iPhone anything, a Windows phone. It does the same thing. You get the camera roll. So now let me just go find a picture. Here we go. There's one. So now when I click open, I need to click insert. Now, I don't have the picture yet. Do you see the little spinny wheel here? It is not uploaded until it's done. Once you see the picture here, that means I've got it. Now I will show you from my end what this looks like. So from my end, you can see this is how I actually look at things. There it is. It just uploaded. So what happens is when I open my software on my end to do grading or to answer questions, it automatically syncs all of your notebooks. And so now I have access to it, and I will go ahead and rotate it to the left. If possible, please pre-rotate your pictures so they're all face up for me. It just makes it easier, because if I have to rotate everybody's pictures, it's just very time consuming. But there you go. So now I have your picture. So then what I do is I'm over here, and I'm not doing it on a mouse, I'm doing it with my stylus, but I will go here and look at your work, and I'll say, okay, oh, I see you missed a negative sign, or you whatever, and I'll go ahead and correct your work on here, and a lot of times will make a video of me walking through it. But nonetheless, this is how I kind of interact with you, and this is how I grade your tests, so you get actual feedback. You'll see me marking up your work just like you would if you were in class with me on a paper test. Okay, so then we've got that picture inserted, so what I'm going to do is click below it. So if I wanted to insert a second picture, I make sure my cursor is below that one. I say insert, I go do picture, and you'll see I will find a picture to insert here. I don't want the ones of my kids. There we go. I'll just do the same one again. And so now when I insert it, you'll see it is now loading again below the other picture. So vertically. There we go. And again, if you can't rotate it, don't worry about it, but please try. There's no great way in here to do it. So I hope that helps you with the inserting of pictures. Now, you can absolutely do this from other devices. You can do this from your, like I said, there's a OneNote app for every device on Earth, whether it be Windows Phone, iOS, Android, Mac, PC. It doesn't matter. There's OneNote for it, and some of them are easier to upload pictures into than others. The main issue I was having with students in the past was they weren't either syncing their device, so they would think they had uploaded a picture and it hadn't gone into the cloud yet, or they just weren't waiting long enough. It was like that little spinny wheel, but it hadn't actually finished, and they would close the window and I wouldn't get the picture. So if you are uploading from another device, so like this is my OneNote. So what I could do here is, let me see if I can find a picture very quickly. Here we go. You'll see like how I do it from the desktop is here's the picture. I would just drag it in, and there we go. It's uploaded. So you can see it's easier from other devices, but now the question is how do you verify that that picture got uploaded to me? Well, the way you can verify is you go back to your cloud account. You go back to this original link, you open it, and you verify. You look at your folder, you go to where you were uploading it, and you verify. You say, now are all three pictures here? And you can see, yes, they are. There's 1, 2, 3. So it syncs back and forth. I can write you things. You can write me things. It's really handy, and I think you'll really appreciate it, but just play with it. Experiment. Make sure you can do this before your first test, because if you wait till your first test, it's too late, and inevitably you're going to run into a problem, and we don't want that. Okay, best of luck.